I'm the live programming director for a local public access cable channel. An art bum, yes. And last night we had scheduled a live broadcast of a city council meeting. I'm a pretty laid-back director. Once the cameras are rolling, I'm just usually sitting in the back, on the floor, Indian style. You can't say Indian style anymore because it's racist. You're supposed to say crisscross some kind of sauce. I usually just say crisscross racist sauce. And speaking from experience, don't ever assume that a Native American is going to be okay with you addressing them as bear claw or moose tracks. Those are ice cream flavors. They're not human beings. Anyways, last night, council meeting's underway, cameras are rolling, I'm in the back, on the floor, sitting crisscross racist sauce, and I'm huffing on a joint loaded with Death Star. Just trying to have a big laugh during this whole thing. And but I'm trying not to look out of the corners of my eyes because that's where all of the hallucinations live, And about 5 minutes into this meeting, I could have sworn Vivian Meyer had walked in and was taking my picture. And, even though she's dead, I like her work, and I was going to ask her out on a date. Figured we'll grab some bubble tea, maybe go garbage picking or something. But when I turned to face her, she was my dad. It was just my dad. He was wearing a muscle shirt that he'd made from a Def Leppard tour t-shirt, and he was crying. He was just crying uncontrollably because his mother-in-law is still alive and coming over for dinner like every night, and because of how I turned out. Well, after what seemed like about an hour of my dad sobbing, he finally approached the podium to yell at the city council members. Nothing unusual there. That's how all of these city council meetings go. Residents show up, they yell at the council members, and then they throw phone books at them. It's the same thing every time. Well, my dad told the council that after he kills his mother-in-law, that they shouldn't bother putting him on trial, that he would just go straight to jail, that he didn't care because he doesn't have much of a life anyways. Then, as he geared back to throw his phone book, his muscle shirt ripped, and everybody in attendance could see that he was wearing a pair of these giant fake plastic breasts, that we've all purchased at one time or another from those sleazy novelty shops in the mall that sell National Lampoon's books or stress reliever balls that look like scrotums. I wasn't sure, but I could have sworn there was some lipstick smeared on my dad's big fake plastic boob or breasts. But the police tackled him, and at the time I was sure that they had started giving him a sensual oil massage, but it turned out they were beating his kidneys. Death Star, that's good stuff. The only thing I remember after that was this kid with Down syndrome asking me if he could promote his business during the broadcast, and I said to him, "Sure, man, just get in front of the camera. I'm down with the syndrome."